How's it going, guys? This is DynamicDarkWolf with a little bit of Dark Souls gameplay. Now, I wanted to go ahead and just get on some subjects. I don't really care what it is, honestly, today. I just want to go ahead and throw out some things while I'm also playing a little bit of Dark Souls that I've noticed. And it's, pretty annoying to some people, but at the same time, it's not very annoying to me. I can deal with it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, one thing that most people do find annoying is the Hornet's Ring. Now, Hornet's Ring does a massive amount of damage with backstabs and or, parries. Now, with parries, you can't do nothing about that, but with backstabs, they made a ring where literally it cuts down and basically it makes it to where the Hornet's Ring is useless, and that's pretty much what people need to start realizing and start doing. Another thing people complain about is the tumble buff. Now, I understand why people are complaining about the tumble buff. The tumble buff isn't supposed to be in this game, considering the fact that it's supposed to make it where, of course, you can't buff anything besides, let's say in uninfused weapons and boss weapons. You're not supposed to be able to buff those. And to find out that people are over here using the tumble buff to be able to buff anything like the Moonlight Greatsword and etc. is pretty sad to people, or that's what people are saying. But in all honesty, if you're a good player, it won't make a difference on what they do or anything like that. But it's just the fact that people need that tumble buff in order to be able to win, and it's like, that's okay with me. But people are like, that's hacking, cheating, and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, get over it. You're just gonna have to deal with it, because people are gonna do what they want. Just like people are going to use a dark sword like they want to, because they think it's a good weapon and it does a lot of damage. And anybody who uses a dark sword is just wanting to use it. Now, a lot of people would say otherwise and say no, they use it because they want to be faggots, and they basically want to be OP. But that's not normally the case, and I don't know why everybody else sees it that way. When you could always just hit the parry button and parry it. It doesn't make a difference on what you want to do or how they do what they want to do. It just happens. Now, I can get used to it, and it's just one of those things. I don't consider myself a pro, even though I've been here since Demon Souls. But at the same time, you gotta realize there's a lot more players that but jumped themselves into this type of game. And it's really not that much of a difference if you think about it. When people were coming into the game after Demon Souls, Dark Souls, when people were coming in from Dark Souls 2, the people that didn't even play Dark Souls came in. It's always an evolution of players. It's never going to be the same players unless it's somebody like Ouroboros or Peavy. And this is another thing, guys. Don't harass YouTubers just because they post something up like the tumble buff and content like that. People do that. People do it for views, for subscribers, to keep people updated on the latest things. You can't get mad at them because they're just trying to go ahead and make all those views and subscribers. And I was reading comments on Ouroboros' Moonlight Greatsword build, and yes, you should go check out Ouroboros' channel. I don't have a link below, but he was basically doing the tumble buff on the Moonlight Greatsword, and there was this one person that was like, oh, that's cheating, and because it wasn't supposed to happen. But if there's glitches in the game that are meant to be exploited, in their opinion, they're going to exploit them because it's cool to them. And if something's cool enough, they will end up doing it. It doesn't matter who they are, and it doesn't matter what they do. They will always end up just going on and doing whatever they please. And another thing people complain about as well is Tears of Denial. Now, I understand it's one of the most annoying spells in the game, considering the fact that it lets you be able to live with only, after basically lost all your health, but you live with 1 HP. And people think it's unfair when people do that because of the fact that, it's a second chance. They should have died. But if this game puts in a spell that is in this game, why shouldn't we use it? A lot of people say, oh, it's cheap. It's terrible and all this stuff, and you might be right in your own opinion, but in my opinion, it's actually just a decent thing that people use to make sure they can have at least more of a fighting chance, besides, you know, being so cautious at the end. For example, I mean, I can rush in harder knowing that I have Tears of Denial to save me at the last point. Whenever I'm low on HP and you low on HP, I could do a running R1 and risk it all, but if you hit me out of it, I at least have a second chance. It's like having just a little bit more HP. Another thing people are complaining about is the S-Stock. Now, I've been fighting some S-Stock players, and S-Stocks don't seem to be a problem. You can parry anything in this game except for certain two-handed boss weapons. And people don't understand that, and people want to just complain. They just want to find excuses to complain about things. Now, me, on the other hand, I can complain all I want to, but I know for a good, well-known fact that pretty much it'll never be anything else. It'll stay always the same. People just got to get over the fact that there's some things that are broken and some things that are meant to be broken. Sorry for me messing up on my words here today. I don't know what's wrong. But you can't get mad at this game, or you can't get mad at the player for using what is inside of this game. It's like me going and making a max level and then complaining how, oh, everybody's buffed up and, you know, strong. You can't do that. It's just one of those things. And I don't know why people just don't realize this. It's pretty stupid to think that, you know, you can complain about it, but you want something to be done about it right then. Anyways, guys, with that being said, you know, by the end of the day, people are going to just complain about what they want to. And when they do, it just is going to always be there. So, you know, try to just block them out. You know, haters are going to be haters. Let them motivate you to do better or do more. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day.